wig friends. So what I have for you today is an old Rachel and a new Rachel by Renau, and we're gonna go over how she's aged since I've got my first one, and we will go over some tips to take a new wig and kind of what I do to it to get wearing it. I'm gonna start with, this is my old Rachel, going over some specs and measurements and get those out of the way. Rachel has a front piece of 7, and this is probably my favorite part. I love this. This is a perfect length. Just kind of flows back. Now you can, there you go. You could kind of get her to go more swooshy if you wanted to. The crown is 15. The sides are 15, and the nape is 10. Don't let that throw you off. If any of you gals like to buy your wigs, you know, based on a nape measurement, this one might be a little bit confusing. So wigs run short on me, so look how long she looks in the front. There, that's that longer 15, but she's kind of got a slight angle, so not bad, because I was a little worried about that. It's not bad, it's not severe. But the great thing about it is it really does keep your neck cooler, and you're going to get less wear and less tangling with this because of that. Also, it is more on trend, so it's a great piece to have a curly wig that's quite, you know, trendy looking. My bio hair is curly, and I can tell you I'm never on trend with that. So the curly hair is something. One of the things I love about this wig, because it is currently my favorite wig, is in the style of curls. To me, because my bio hair was curly, I feel like this is something that's very easy to go dress up or to go more casual. And for me, finding a more casual wig is kind of difficult. I live on a farm, in a farming community, so I really can't walk around looking fabulous all the time. I can wear this wig with a t-shirt and shorts and look just fine. Now, some of you may be saying, no way, that wig looks very done to me. It probably looks done to you because maybe you have had straight bio hair and it would take you a long time to get these curls. For me, with my curly bio hair, this is a wash and scrunch kind of look for my old hair. It does look a little, you know, just wrapped around in iron, but I just don't get that whole finished, you know, what done up look off of it myself personally. And as always, wigs are a personal journey. What one person thinks and feels, another may not. On that subject, you can see that the shine is starting to wear off of this piece. Some people cannot stand any shine, and some people love shiny, because maybe their bio hair at one time was very thick and shiny. Mine was never shiny because it was curly, and curly hair tends not to have as much shine. So I have not washed this piece yet. It needs it. I've been wearing it pretty consistently every day since I got it. Again, I feel like the real shininess it had when it was brand new has kind of worn off. I just put a little bit of dry shampoo on it. What I do when I take it off is I will very carefully, you know, comb out under here. I might use a little bit of Aesthetica Revitalize and Shine Wig Mist just underneath. I don't spray it all over and go crazy with it. And then if I feel like my curls have, you know, maybe I've combed it out a little bit during the day, that they've sort of dropped, I will take some water and just go like this. And I'm going to scrunch it, scrunch it, scrunch it, and they will come right back. Water is your friend. Don't keep reaching for product. Product builds up, and it's going to make your wigs gum up faster. I mean, you want to protect them with the product, but just put the product where you need it. Don't go wild thinking you're doing something great for your wig, spraying it all over, and you're going to condition it the best you can. It's just going to cause you problems. Okay, so those curls will come right back. If you are wearing this wig throughout the day and you're like, oh, it really needs to be combed or something, I don't know, or they just look like they might be falling out when you're at work and you go to use the restroom and you wash your hands, take your wet hands, go like this, you know, you can fix your wig like that throughout the day without spending a ton of time, you know, on it. Little things you can do to just make it look better. Another thing with wigs I've noticed in a synthetic style, as opposed to say human hair, you've got the style set in. So to make a wig look more natural, in my opinion, it needs to be messed up a little bit. Some styles more than others. I do feel that in this particular style, as it goes back to its original style and wants to sort of conform to how it looked sort of when it came out of the box throughout the day, in this style, that's not necessarily a bad thing. I think it still looks really good. If I want to try to make it look a little bit more realistic by messing it up, what I do is I hold my lace, I take my hand, I go like that, just go like that, don't get too crazy, right? And I feel, if I was going to walk in somewhere, you know, my boss's office, for example, and I wanted to just check my look in the mirror, that's something that, you know, I might do. And you can do whatever you want with this bang. This is how I like to wear it. Okay, so there you have that. I did spray on this one dry shampoo. I don't go wild with that either. I just try to do it on this straighter part because straighter hair tends to reflect the light more. This particular piece does have some gold in it, which also is very reflective. So I just kind of go right here along this area. Okay, and don't worry if you put too much on, it'll just wash out or brush. I'd try brushing it out first, let it dry, and just kind of comb through it and see if you could get it to the way you like it. And that's about it for this one. And I'll show you the front. It says the lighter pieces in front. Very nice part. This is just kind of, I let it part however it wanted to. So this is how it came out of the box, and I wasn't going to fight it. This is close to where I part my hair, so. Okay, so that is that. Let's give a twirl so you can see. So you're getting the long hair look with not so much length in back that's going to tangle. I really don't have to comb this out much at all. I really don't mess with it. It's really good. But again, wigs do run a little bit shorter on me, but I'm just not getting a lot of tangling. And it is summer. I'm not wearing a coat or, you know, anything like that. It might be different come winter time. All right, so let's switch out to my new Rachel, which just came in the mail yesterday that I bought from the Beauty Nook. Let me say one more thing. This is my favorite wig, and it was not even on my radar. And it really was life-changing in my wig journey. It made me so happy after ups and downs of wigs that didn't work out for me. I was really getting very sad about wig wearing, and I was like, nothing looked the way I wanted it to. This was a game changer for me. Not even on my radar. The only reason I bought this wig was a gal that I had purchased a wig from before put it up for sale at a really good price. And I'm like, oh, that's a good price. I think I'm going to just try it. And I did, and I'm so happy. So I just purchased a new one from the Beauty Nook. So if you want to get you one from the Beauty Nook, you can use my coupon code, which is in the description box below, and you will save 35% off your first purchase, which is a great deal. Okay. So here she is. She is right out of the box. Now you can see she's looking shinier than my girl I've been wearing for a minute. And I mean, I haven't had this one that long, but you can see the shine has definitely gone down. And this is the same color. Okay. So let's put her on. I did already move the adjusters, and let me tell you, big-headed gals, when you move adjusters like this, these are the Velcro ones, you want to get, if you're a larger head, get the maximum of what this has to offer. So when you go to move this tab, I want you to stretch this out, you know, and then put it as far down as you can. Oh, let me just show you the cap while I got this one here. This is a hand-tied cap, which I didn't think I ever needed. I didn't want to spend the extra money on it. I'm like, well, you know, it's not like I have total hair loss, and, you know, I bet they're really comfortable on somebody with total hair loss, and that might be more valuable to them. And I just didn't feel like it was worth the money for me because I do have a lot of hair yet. So I just didn't want to do it. I'm so glad I did, because this is the most comfortable thing you will ever put on your head. This hand-tied is no joke. The hair moves very naturally because they're all hand-tied. They move. They're not wefts of chunks of hair. This is just the most natural looking type of wig you will get, is a hand-tied cap. I didn't think I could wear a hand-tied cap with a larger head because they do have a tendency, this is a very vague generalization, to run smaller. This Jon Renau has a ton of stretch, so it's going to fit a lot of people. So even if you're smaller, don't think that this won't fit you. Okay, so that's that. It has a full mono top, which is going to allow you to part this anywhere you want here. However, if you decide to move this part, you're a newbie, you're going to have to sort of wet it, and to get it to train over to the other side and just kind of, you know, work it. You'll have to work it a little bit. You're not just going to part it and it's going to go and it's going to be perfect. It's not going to do that. You've got just felt covered ear tabs. You've got an extended nape. You've got your Velcro adjusters and your lace front and your full mono top. Okay, let's put this girl on. Here's my sad bio hair. My loss is up here. I'm missing some pieces, but you can see I still have, you know, a ponytail, and this can get quite fluffy. It's curly. So I do dampen it. I put it in a low pony with a thin band. You want a thin band, and you want the pony not too tight, because otherwise if it's too tight, it's going to really stick out. It's not going to bend and be more flexible and flatten out. When I wash my hair, I'll pin it up and then put maybe a flat clip here to get my pony to dry very flat. When you have a larger head, every little bit of room you can make will make a difference. It's no matter how minimal it seems. I do not wear wig grip for that reason, and plus my wigs don't slip because my giant head kind of holds them on. All right. And for anybody who doesn't know, I'm a 22.5, but with my bio hair, and yes, you should consider your bio hair, this pushes me up to a 23 back here. Okay, we're going to put her on. This is the first time I've bought a wig, a backup wig in the exact same color, that it was just so perfect. I'm like, yeah, I'm going to need another one of those. So she's my first one. I'm almost tempted to buy another one in maybe Palm Springs. I might even do that today. Okay, so right out of the box, here we are. This is where a lot of new wig wearers kind of freak out. They're like, oh my gosh. Okay. Now with curly wigs, a lot of women are like, oh, I don't want to touch the curls. I'm not one of them, and I think that, again, that's because my bio hair was naturally curly, and I just, you know, a lot of women who used to spend time curling their hair like this were worried that it would fall out. So they were like, oh, don't touch it. I'm not like that. I'm going to be touching it. So because I know I'm keeping this wig, we're going to comb through it. Also, when you get a wig, whether you're getting a wig for the first time or a backup wig, for example, like this, I know what it is. I'm wearing it. Still look at it when you get it. Inspect it. Look at the hairline. Put it on. Make sure everything is as it should be. Sometimes things happen manufacturing and there can be a flaw. So you want to be able to return that in a timely fashion to have it taken care of. So always, always inspect your wigs when you get them. Don't let them just sit there and you get to it later. Look at them. Okay, I forgot to bring my regular comb, but I have this one, giant one. Although I think I'm going to use my hands. I like to use my hands. I feel like I can feel if it's pulling and I have a little bit more control. And I feel like that's less damaging for some reason. It's kind of my take on it. So I like to hold the lace with my finger. We're going to kind of take this part out. See how she does. And I'm kind of just going to let her fall where she wants to. Well, I might have to get the comb in there this first time around. Very gentle. Let me look in my mirror. Okay. Try to get some kind of part going. It's starting to show up there. All right. Oh gosh, I love this wig. I just really do. Now we're going to break this up a bit. When you start breaking up the curls, you're going to have less shine because it's the straighter parts that really like to. All right, so there we go. Oh, I love this wig. And even though, you know, this is the same wig, wigs can differ from just wig to wig. It's like they're unique little snowflakes. So keep that in mind. I do feel like one side might be slightly curlier than the other one on this one. Right in here, it feels a little straighter or something than this side. Just slightly. All right. I love it. I love it. I love it. Let's look at it all around. All right. Let's get the hairline on this one. You can see this one compared to my other one. You can kind of see that transition a little bit right there. Just a little bit where that starts. Not a big deal because I'm not going to pull this back. Those are things, though, you know, you want to look all around here when you get a new wig. Don't mess with it. Put it on and just look how it's laying and how all this is. You know, you want to make sure that everything's good. All right, so what I also do, so when I get a new wig, I like to use this in particular. This is brown dry shampoo. It's called Batiste. You can get it at Walmart. You can use regular, any old dry shampoo, really. I just like the brown because I feel with the colors that I wear when I'm having a little shine, it's the gold that likes to really, really get out there and shine. So this sort of, I feel, tones the gold just slightly. And again, I'm going to spray it kind of over here, in here. And some people don't like to use this, and that's okay. Shine is very personal. There are people who do not care about shine. They'll just put this on and rock it and go. And then there's other people like me that shine really bothers me because my hair has never been shiny. So to me, it's like, oh, shiny. It's just healthy hair. So the longer I'm wearing wigs, a little bit more shine I'm comfortable with, but still, and you don't, the thing is, you just don't want to go trying to strip it all off because that is what protects this and keeps it from, you know, getting trashed. You need that coating on there. So if you can get by with just a little bit, you know, here, That's great. As you wear this, the shine is going to tone down. On some of the other brands, there's one brand in particular, I will soak that bad boy the very second I get it for 20 minutes in cold water, hang it up to dry, and then put this on. That particular brand has a little bit heavier coating than this. So I feel like I can take some of that off. This is such a nice, Jon Renau has such a nice coating. I don't feel like it's overly so, that just try to wear it first. That's my recommendation for anything that you don't like on a wig. Just try it, give it a minute, whether it's how it looks. If you're a straight hair girl and you go to curly and you put it on, you go, give it a minute. Just wear it, put it on, look at yourself, every day for a few days, and just try to get used to seeing yourself that way. That's part of it. You can't panic the minute you get a wig and send it back. You have to sort of work through it. The key is just don't mess it up if you think you're going to return it. I rarely return a wig. I will sell it on a flip page on Facebook. And that allows me to mess with it a little bit. I will maybe fix the part, kind of see how it's going to hit me. I will, just like what I'm doing now, I wouldn't comb it out if I was thinking I would sell it, but I would just kind of look at it and, see if it's going to work for me. So those are some other options you will have. Now, I will tell you the only negative I have to say on this wig, which is the fact that there's only one is amazing, is it does have a lot of what I think they're called return hairs. And you can see them, see these little short pieces? Those are kind of aggravating to me. There's a lot of them right in this area. So what I will do is I will sort of pluck the ones that are in this area, because I know this is where I want to part. And again, only do this if you're keeping it. This is where I know I want this part. So these ones, I don't need these hairs. So I will individually, not as a group, start maybe taking a few of those out. Anything else that remains, I will use maybe a little bit of hairspray made for wigs, or this Jon Renau Peace Out Cream. And I'm going to show you right now how I do that. So this is what it looks like. I take about that much on my finger. You can always use more. I kind of rub it. It's kind of sticky a little bit, and I take it right here. I want those to kind of lay down. I go like that, and voila, they are gone. It really helps. But there's going to be some wild ones in there that are just like, woohoo, and they're going to be gone. But you want to do them one at a time. Do not go pulling out a big group of hair out of there, because you'll be sorry. You'll have a bald spot. Okay, so that's Rachel, and I love her so much. If you haven't tried a hand-tied cap, girl, you need to try one, because they are so comfortable. I feel like they're cooler. There's no, you're not getting all the permatease. There's just, and the way it moves, it's more like real hair to me. The way, especially, you get into a longer wig that maybe you want to put up, the hair, the way it moves, you don't have those giant wefts to deal with. The hair is going to move more naturally. So I hope this has been helpful. I might buy another one of these today. I just have to figure out what color. I'm thinking maybe Palm Springs blonde for something different. So pretty. And again, you can kind of see a little bit more now how she wants to go back to her original form, right? She wants to go back to just this very, like that. But even when she does, it does not look bad. Some styles, I'm like, I don't like it. I like it more messed up, and it can be more difficult to keep it that way. This one, in the way it's styled with these long curls, it just looks like it's supposed to be that way, you know. It doesn't look bad. That's another thing I like about this. And I like the length of this bang. All right, I think that's it. I hope you enjoyed this. I hope it was helpful. Feel free to subscribe if you'd like to get notified when I put up more content. Again, I buy my wigs at the Beauty Nook. That's where this beautiful piece came from. And I will put their links information below. Also, my coupon code. If you're a first-time buyer for the Beauty Nook, you can save 35%. So hope that helps. Everybody have a great day.